welcome back to another episode of In the Sheds. I'm down at the Gold Coast at the Dory Junkie Workshop, and I'm here with some of the boys. Some of them are fresh off the plane, some have been travelling a lot. We've got to my left, we've got
Fanga Dan.
Fanga Dan from New Zealand. One of the boys.
Dane Lowko.
From?
From Gold Coast.
Yep. We got Michael Ginn down the other end there. We have Daigo Saito. We got his Jun. He's asleep.
Yep.
He's just come off a big trip somewhere, or is he?
He's had a 25-hour flight, so he's pretty tired.
25-hour flight from
Seattle.
Seattle, America. Yep. And last but not least, brother.
Trent, bro.
Trent from
Punchy.
So these guys have been working all day. They're coming out to the night before Matsuri. What's been happening with the car to get you to this point now? The night before.
Well, we've had Daigo's car, so it's currently getting tickled with by Endless Tuning.
Yep.
Endless Solutions.
Yep. Yep. What's the combo in that for those that don't know, aren't familiar with that car?
It's a built 2JZ.
Yep.
Rods, pistons,
Yep.
and big turbo. It's got a few other ECU things going on with it as well.
Yep.
EGTs and things.
Yep. And that'll be out at the track for the next couple of days, hopefully.
Yeah, so that'll be out at the track for the next couple of days, and cross fingers.
Yep.
It'll be blazing all weekend long.
Sick, that's what we
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
Now, I've got a question for everyone here. You guys are all mad drifters. What inspired you guys to get into the sport? Gravel skids, yeah.
Yep.
At what
Gravel
age?
skids, man.
At
I
what
started
age?
with that stuff,
Yep.
playing in the quarry days back in the days. Yeah.
Yep.
Just sending it when I was 15.
What was
Didn't
your
even
first
have a
car?
license. SR Coupe, Toyota Corolla.
Yep.
SR Coupe.
Yep.
Oh shit, that's a very cool car.
Yep.
Yep. What are they? SR Coupe, so just like an S13, basically.
No.
No? Is there a photo? No?
Toyota Corolla,
Really?
1970s Corolla.
Okay, yeah,
79.
sure.
This is the most gangster Corolla you can get, bro.
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't know what they look like.
Windows.
Okay.
It's had Tridents on it.
330 Eagans, bro.
Yeah.
That's how
Is there
they
any
roll.
photos of this or?
Oh man, I'll dig it up, but it's gonna take
Yeah,
a bit.
yeah,
for sure.
no, cool. We're
I
gonna
can
have to
already
find
see
that
it when you
photo.
don't need those
Yeah.
photos, bro. It's really good.
Actually had Nazi signs carved in it from a fight that my brother had,
I believe
Sure.
that shit,
and I
too.
turned it into
It's a real
windows.
New Zealand thing.
I turned it into windows, just squared it off. It was all
And
good.
where did you guys learn to drive? Like, what inspired you guys to get behind the wheel and start doing drifting?
Oh, for me it was the gravel, man. But
Yeah.
like, whatever you guys think. Like, what do you think?
Fanga Dan, what about? She's got a mouthful of pizza. The boys are just smashing. They've been working all day, so they've got to have a feed. So I picked the right time. How is the pizza too, brother?
It is beautiful. So I guess for me, starting back 20 plus years ago, was actually watching a car that's just behind us
Yep.
in the workshop here, and the option DVDs, and one of our friends who was like a bit of a early YouTuber
Sure.
type person who
Yep.
researched everything, was like, oh, check out this drifting stuff, like this is a new craze type
Yep.
thing, and
Back in New Zealand.
back in New Zealand.
Yep.
And we just started a little bit of a workshop, and called it Drift Corp.
Sure.
Started
Is
a
that
bit of
workshop still around now?
not as such. Like we're named as Drift Corp drivers, I guess.
Yep.
Where we all started, it's just a group of friends that created this trend.
Yep.
Like we thought it was a bit of a phase, like
The drifting scene back then.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And it just turned into something better, and some of us grabbed it, and took it by the reins, and
you've been
took
doing
it
it
for the
You've been doing it for quite a while now. At a
yeah,
pretty elite level.
definitely. Like we had I think it was like 13 of us that sort of like keen to go out and have some fun, and we built all these cars, and we painted them all white and had the green stripe up them. We had the Drift Corp logos and shit on them.
Was that a thing like that panda look?
I don't know about the panda look, but it was just like something that we thought that suited us, and,
Yep.
and we took it,
And tell the
people
guys-
loved it.
Tell the guys about the new car or the current car that you're driving.
So
With that, tell them about what you did on Morehouse Ave. How good was that stuff?
oh, Morehouse Ave, back in
Hey.
like
Back in the day.
2006, 2007, I think. Like we were driving, I guess way back then was one of the top cars to have in drifting was an S15.
Sure.
And we built 2 S15s in Fanga Dan in New Zealand.
Now, is this north or south?
North.
North, yep. Okay.
And SR20, you know, 250 kilowatt type thing, you know, like, which was,
Back in those days, that was a fair bit of power.
oh yeah, it was like, man, we were like creaming it, you know,
Yeah.
like this is sick. And all we had was 6mm spaces in the rack ends, and you know, to give it extra lock and like ground the knuckles a little bit
Yeah.
to like make it tweak around a little bit more. And
Sure.
we were actually down in Christchurch, New Zealand.
Yep.
And the night before an event, and we were trying to fine tune these cars to get a bit more lock and cut some weight out of them and everything like that. And it's like, yeah, let's go hit this Colombo Street, Morehouse Ave.
So that's on
And-
a private road, obviously.
Yeah,
Of course.
Private road,
yeah,
and
sweet.
had a beautiful Irwindale banked corner, you know. It was a very nice corner, and it was about midnight. We decided to hit it 2 up, and yeah,
It sounds like it would have been a good time.
it was a very good time, and
Did both cars make it to the track the next day?
only one.
Ooh. And what happened to the other one?
It went for a little sleepover somewhere, and caused a little drama for quite a few months after. That's for sure. So we'll stop that.
Yeah,
talk
that'll
right there.
yeah, that'll do on
And,
that one. But the current car, what's the go there? Tell us.
Yeah, so the current car is, you know, we got the RTR Mustang. It's a 2022.
Yep.
Being upgrade to the new S650 at the moment, and ready to, have the next couple of seasons, really.
Yep. So next season for the New Zealand stuff is 2025, or is there anything left this year?
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
2025.
And where can the guys that are watching this, where can they jump on and find that car or you?
So Fanga Dan, Instagram.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get a
Facebook.
link in here right now. Fanga
Yep.
Dan.
Yep.
Chuck that in there right now.
And yeah, we're just still out there doing our thing.
Yep.
Yeah, having fun.
Yep.
Creating.
And what's the goal? What's the goal like for you boys for this weekend? What are you trying to achieve? Like,
I guess it's just you know, like for us, I guess out of New Zealand, it's like a lot of people from Australia follow us. Like it's sort of it's their second home, I guess. You know, like
sure.
it's-
And you'll be.
We have a lot of fans here in Australia.
Yep.
That especially, you know, from my background, having the Holdens.
Yep.
You know, in the early days, still running the Ford Mustang. You know, like that's a Aussie/New Zealand thing. You know,
Sure.
like so.
Old school.
Yeah, it's just created that fan base.
Yep. And you boys will be steering cars while you're over here
Yeah,
as well?
yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Yep.
So we're going to be driving Andrew Edwards FCRX7
Yep,
with
yep.
LS powered engine under the hood.
Yep.
You know, like that car has got some awesome memories for me over the years. Like that, you know, like when I won my championship back in 2013, like he literally could have taken me out and won the championship in that car, and he just made a big mistake in early competition at the final round, and which put him out. So
Yep.
yeah,
Cool.
it's
It's motorsport, hey?
it's motorsport,
Yeah.
and it's pretty cool to, you know, actually come back here and jump in his
Get to
car
drive
that would have actually could have been a championship winning car.
Yep.
Which was quite special. I
Sure.
guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah, cool. Let's go down the line. I want to hear about this build of yours, mate.
Fun.
Yeah. Well, how many have we got? All I know, the RB28.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. What's the deal? I've seen it out and it sounds very, very cranky.
Yeah, no, loves it. Loves a good bit of abuse, you know, for breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah, for breakfast.
Yeah.
Lunch and dinner or just
Nah,
breakfast?
nah, just breakfast.
Just breakfast, yeah, right. So you've got to
Treat 'em
get up
mean,
early.
Keep 'em keen.
Yeah. So how long has the combo been done and how long you had the car?
Oh, this shell was brand new.
Yep.
Yeah. Ginn come along.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Nah,
I fucked this car up.
we had a bit of a crash together
Uh-huh.
on the first outing, but
Okay.
it's okay
Bad?
because we're bros.
And it always is.
It was bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
okay.
great.
It wasn't that bad.
What
For
happened?
some, just yeah, good times. That's
Sure.
what happened.
Yeah.
though. Nah,
Next question. Next question.
he hit me pretty good
Okay.
and wrote the car off, but
Ooh.
it's okay
Sure.
because I got a pedal shop and we fixed it overnight.
Perfect. Perfect.
But anyway,
And you're steering that tomorrow? or over the weekend?
Sure.
Yep, mad. So by the time
2.8.
this video comes out, obviously this weekend will be over, but there'll be some videos loaded up of these boys out there cutting sick over the weekend. So what colour is it, mate? For those that haven't seen it.
Black and candy red, bro.
Yep, sick.
The same as colour as my car, actually.
Yeah, so
Yeah, right.
who copied who?
Is that why you crashed into it, to try and get it off the road?
Exactly,
or no? Michael, tell me about yours. What's the go? It's on the hoist here behind us. I'm going to pull up later on. We'll have a look at it on the hoist. But why is it up there, mate? What's happened?
It's on the hoist at the moment because we put a new engine in it because at Time Attack we lifted the head because Levi, we were doing memory skids for him and
Levi Clark?
Yeah, Levi Clark and just, I don't know, I just don't lift, so yeah, just kept it down and fucked the motor. But we kept drifting after that, me and Daigo here, and we just kept on punching the car. And we kept, every time we hopped out of the car, we told each other the car's going fine, it's in amazing condition. And we just kept driving the car.
Sure.
Both looked at each other and went out and had the best laps we could.
So you guys have drifted together before?
Actually in Fat 5 land, with his MX-5s. Yeah. That's back there in Japan.
So what's the plan for you with the car? Get it ready to rock and roll. It's the night before Matsuri. It's nearly midnight and the boys are just having a quiet drink, kicking back. So what's the plan for the morning?
So the morning is to go head up NPC and plead with them to fix my clutch. Just because we fucked it up.
Sure.
So I would like to try and fix that for the event, and then we could put it in. And
surely they'll get it done for you.
Well, they've gotten it done before in a short amount of time, so I don't have any. I have plenty of faith in them. I don't have any bothers with it, so yeah, it should be sweet. We'll get it rebuilt, put the gearbox back in. The tune seems to be somewhat okay. I had a little check out, but if we can try and tickle that up out of the track and get some real-time tuning happening on the track, that'll be fantastic.
And then load it up on the trailer and just go send it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like
that's one thing I've noticed about you guys. Like I'm only new to watching the drifting stuff, and you guys it's hammer, just flat out.
Yeah, well, like I feel like the car should just be able to take the abuse you're going to give it straight off the bat, so just give it to it, and if it doesn't work...
Only for breakfast, buddy.
Oh, no, lunch and dinner too. Yeah, it doesn't matter, man. Just give it to it.
Sure.
I just give it. If it doesn't handle it, obviously you didn't build it right or do something right.
Yeah.
You know, like that's the end of the day.
And you've had that car for 20-something years.
Well, not that particular car, but that model car I've had for about 20 years. I've had definitely fucking 90s for like a real long time.
I noticed in Japan they're everywhere, hey? Like when the drift people, they love those.
Yeah, they love 90s and 100s and stuff. JZX 100, JZX 190.
Why is it just because there's so many of them, or what's the popularity with them?
Because they're reliable.
Sure.
Toyota's reliable. Like, you don't have to fuck with the motor too much. And it gets good power straight off the bat, no fucking around, bang for buck. You can do like fucking put a turbo injectors and some ethanol in it. And you got 500 horsepower, bang, straight off the bat, like, there's no
that's plenty to go drifting with.
Yeah, you have lots of fun with that, man. Run 265 semi on that and you fucking have a good time, you know? Yeah, hard out.
And the goal for you?
Goal for me is have a good time.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, so if I'm here having a good time, then that's what it's about.
And obviously, we got Daigo here. He's just come from getting a fresh tattoo. Can we see the tattoo?
Did you get a tattoo today, yeah?
Look, can we have a look at the tattoo? He's got a tattoo on his back, fresh from Ali this afternoon.
Sure. Yeah, it's not real painful.
No. Can we see? Yes. I'll load up the picture later. He's eating. We're not going to get him to rip his shirt off here, but he's just got it done on his back. So he's going to come out and drive some of his cars as well. And what's the plan for you for the weekend? Have some fun with everyone?
Fun, so.
Yeah.
Drift.
It's a fun party, drift, and have a good time with all the drivers and all the people from Queensland and Australia that have come to the event.
And people from New Zealand come over as well.
Yeah, especially like this fella here, Fanga Dan, and bro in the Laurel, David, he's here as well. He's come over.
So there's a large contingency of international people come on over for this, or?
There's about 6. There's a couple of other fellows from Japan as well.
And you know all these guys like through the drift scene, like it's a tight community, or?
Yeah. So you got Arias Suzuki and Toshiking as well. I think he's here.
Yep, cool.
So there's a few people from overseas coming to this event, and it should be pretty massive. And tell you what, there's 14 fucking food carts.
Oh, I like food.
They got food from every walk of the world.
Perfect.
I can't wait for that
go.
shit, you know what I mean? That's what I'm about.
Just to get a pizza.
Oh, yeah. This pizza
Maybe we should wait for
shit
tomorrow.
compared to what we're going to get, you know?
That's cool. Any hungies, though? Are you going to put any of them on or no?
Yeah, sorry, who?
No, hungies? How do you pronounce it?
Oh, hungy?
Hungies. Is that?
Nah, bro.
I've never had one. Are they
I don't
actually?
have
Are they
the effort
good?
for that right now, to be honest, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of effort involved in that one, and I'll tell you what, those 14 food carts are going to be.
They'll get a workout.
Yeah.
Sure, brother. Tell me some stories. What do we got?
Oh, he's got a story.
You couldn't be quiet before. Let's go get. What were you just reading there, brother? What was in that?
Just reading old Dad's book over here, old Dad Fanga.
You were in there.
I think the first thing that was quite actually funny in here is
I'm in there, he's in there.
That's
yeah.
That's mad.
We got
Because you guys have been street drifting or drifting itself for a long period of time, yeah?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's actually one magazine that has a bunch of cunts in it, eh?
Yeah.
Like even like
It takes you-
and stuff. It's a real that particular fucking one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we got the brake light switch king here in here as well.
Yeah.
Just like that dodgy car. And
Do they still even do
Crush.
those magazines anymore? Or are they done? Those magazines,
The everything's still there, but I
Yep.
don't know if that actually comes out of
the hard copy. Yeah.
Fanga's got hair in here, so that's quite out of it. Haven't seen that
That's
for.
pretty old then, eh?
Yeah.
And the scene in New Zealand, is it still massive?
Yeah, bro, it's bigger than here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like the modified car scene, is it big?
Should we go to New Zealand?
Yeah.
Take cars there? Just register, we'll just get a road where they're registered here, we'll take to New Zealand and go skid.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, my car's registered now, bro.
Yeah.
You want to register yours? We'll get registered. And we'll go fuck off.
Can you do that over there? He's able to like say this over there and then say I want to drive it on a temporary license or anything like that, or
Legit, sweet as. It's
Yeah.
fucking road legal as hell.
but like would they look over it?
Bro,
Well, they can't.
Cowardly.
It's under another jurisdiction, I guess.
Sure.
But like, yeah, that car's registered,
game
Yeah.
changer.
Yeah.
and it's going to go to overseas and fucking be
Yeah.
driven and registered on the road.
I might go down and take some photos and show you guys what's exactly on the hoist behind us while these boys enjoy their food, and just show you exactly around the shop and see what's going on here. So come with us on a bit of a tour. Let's go. So the boys have got, this is the business that Michael's got up here, that Dory Junkie Imports. And here's a whole bunch of the stuff that he's accumulated from Japan and some of the guys over there, some memorabilia. It's actually quite crazy to see the stuff that is going on. And a driving sim. Do you give that a bit of a nudge or?
To be honest, I've never powered that one up, eh?
Sure.
I've been too busy driving my drip car in real life.
Makes sense. So he's just saying that he doesn't power that one up because he's too busy driving the actual real car, which makes perfect sense. Why would you? Now, have a look at this for a view. Some massive wheels. Let's go down for a little bit of a walk and have a look and see all the cool stuff that they've got here. Heaps and heaps of tyres. Brand new Valino wheels. The boys have been thrashing to try to get all this working. I've been chatting to them all afternoon and it just hasn't quite happened for them, but as I said, they'll get it done by tomorrow. They should be ready to rock and roll. So have a look at this thing. It is a monster. The first time I saw it, it was out at one of Grant's events, and went up, had a look, had a bit of a chat to the guy. I didn't know him from Barra Soap, had a good old chat with him, and then literally went and watched him run the wall at the event, and I was like, wow. And ever since then, I've just been a massive fan of the car. The guy can steer, so they're just down here at the Gold Coast. They do a whole bunch of Japanese stuff. The boys have been up for ages, obviously trying to get thrashing around, so I can understand them enjoying a beer and wanting to kick back and relax. So, but I'm excited to go out there and watch this. So it's going to be a cool event. Daigo's front clip of his car. Have a look at this. That is immaculate. So much carbon. That's actually quite light, obviously being carbon. This is pretty much a shop, so these boys are going to pack everything up, get ready to rock and roll tomorrow. It's so much Japanese memorabilia here. Michael was saying that he lived over there for a little while, and he's obviously done a lot of driving over there with those guys. So this is the pad. This is where it all happens. So by the time this video comes out, obviously we would have run Matsuri, but I'm actually quite excited to get out and go for a lap with these guys and see how they do it to the level that they do, because they're definitely committed. As I said, it's midnight the night before and they're still thrashing away. They're literally just before we started the video, they'd ordered some food, started having a few drinks to kick back and relax. So credit to them, like every other race team and people, they just constantly working flat out. So anyway, we'll head back upstairs and finish up. Boys, so thank you so much for the tour around. I'd just like to get a piece of advice from you guys if I can. I'll go around the circle again. Something that you would tell yourself 5 years ago today, what would you give yourself as a piece of advice? Or for someone that wants to get into the position you are, how to get up there?
Well, that's a hard one. Eh? Like, hold yourself back. Like, don't don't think that you need like 800 or 1,000 horsepower to go out there and have fun, to learn all the techniques and everything there about drifting, I guess.
Sure. Yep, just go for it.
Just seat time.
Yep.
We all talk about having like heaps of power and all that sort of shit, but really our memories and everything like that is all about having a low powered car
and learning to drive
and getting out there and making mistakes and actually having some, I always talk about like drifting, having like, it's not about winning or anything like that, it's about having like a rememberable moment.
100%.